Arrowflight is a high-performance RPC framework built on gRPC that's specifically designed for efficiently transferring large Arrow datasets between services. In this video, we're going to see how to use ClickHouse as an Arrowflight server. So we need to have a configuration file that defines our Arrowflight config. So you can see we've got a port. We're telling it SSL is off and auth is also off. And then we're going to start up our ClickHouse server. We need to look for the line listening for Arrowflight compatibility protocol 6379. So we know that it's now listening and we're good to go. We're just going to connect with our ClickHouse client so we can see what we've got in our database. So if we then describe table UK price paid, you can see we've got details of UK property sold. So we've got the date, we've got the price, and then we've got various information about the property itself. Let's have a look at how many rows we've got. So you can see it's just over 30 million. We're now going to have a look at a file called query.py. And what this one does is at the top, so we're initializing our Arrow client pointing at the ClickHouse server. And then we're going to run a query that's going to get every single row from our table. And then we're going to do read also. It's going to get everything and put it all into a single Arrow table. And so if we come out and we run that query, it takes a little bit of time, so we'll speed it up and you can see it then prints out the shape, so i.e. how many rows it's got, just over 30 million, how many columns, 14, and then you can see the schema underneath. And it's taken just under 9 seconds. And in trying this out, it takes on my machine somewhere between 7 and 9 seconds. Now let's have a look at how we could actually stream Arrow tables back rather than doing one big one. So we're going to have a look at stream.py. Again, at the top, we've got our client creation. If we come down to line 17 and bring that up to the top, again, we've got our query. We're adjusting the max block size so that it will be able to get a bit bigger batches. So it defaults to 32K, so we're going to try and get this a little bit higher. And then you'll notice that we get the metadata first, and that gives us back a bunch of endpoints, and we can also work out the estimated rows. Let's go down to line 29 and then bring that one up to the top. And you can see we're iterating over each batch and collecting the data that comes back. And then we're then printing out the progress that we've made along the way. And then at the end, we've got the total progress that we've seen. And if we come back out, we can do UV run stream.py. You can see it says we've got 156 endpoints, it's got estimated total rows, and then every 10, it's printing out how many rows have been processed and the total time that's been taken. You can see it's operating at about 4.7 million rows per second, and it takes 6.5 seconds in total. Now, one thing that's cool in streaming it is we could actually compute aggregates along the way using Arrow. So again, let's go into a new file. So this one's called streamstats.py. Again, authenticated client at the top. Again, down to line 17, same query, same metadata, same endpoints, and so on. If we then come down to line 29 and bring that up to the top, inside our loop over the batches, we're doing some extra work as well. So if we see that there's a column called price, we're going to compute the sum, and then we're going to compute the maximum price. So basically the sum of what we've seen so far, and then the maximum price will be what we've seen so far as well. And then if we go down to line 46 and bring that up a bit, we can see we're then printing out on each of those 10 iterations, we're printing out the average price that we've seen so far, and then the maximum price that we've seen so far. And again, we can run that. You see again, 156 endpoints and 30 million estimated rows. And then as you see, as it goes through, we start with a maximum price of 523,000, an average of 236,000. And it slowly changes as we go over time until we end up eventually with our maximum price of 900 million. And you can see we've got 233,000 as the average price. But then when it does those last few batches, we get the average price at 231,000. And it was, for comparison, remember it was 4.7 million rows per second when we didn't do any computation. So we've slowed it down a little bit, but not too much. If you want to see more cool ClickHouse features, you'll want to check out this playlist next.